Alright, let's dive into something that's been blowing up in the tennis world lately. Eala's historic WTA title win. But here's the thing. This isn't just another sports highlight reel. What makes this really interesting is how Eala is handling this massive moment in her career. Personally, I think it's a masterclass in humility and focus, and it's something we don't see enough of in sports today. First off, let's set the stage. Eala's summer has been nothing short of insane. She's been on a tear, knocking out top 10 players left and right, making it to the semifinals of the Berlin Open, and then securing a seed at Wimbledon, her first ever. But here's where it gets wild. She didn't just show up. She took down the defending champion, Iga Swiatek, to reach the second week of a major. That's not just a win, that's a statement. And then, at the Mubadala DC Open, she went all the way, beating world number 3 Jessica Pegula in a rain-suspended final. What many people don't realize is that she didn't just beat Pegula. She dominated the third set 6-0 after losing the first. That's mental toughness right there. Now, here's where it gets even more fascinating. When asked about her historic win, Eala didn't talk about glory or celebration. She said, "I'm learning how to handle it." Think about that for a second. She's 21 years old, just won her first WTA title, and her focus is on learning. Not partying, not resting on her laurels, learning. That mindset is what separates the good from the great. In my opinion, it's a sign of someone who's not just chasing success, but building a foundation for long-term greatness. What this really suggests is that Eala isn't just a talented player, she's a thinker. She's aware of the pressure, the expectations, and the distractions that come with a big win, and she's actively working to manage them. That's rare, especially in a sport where the spotlight can be blinding. If you take a step back and think about it, this approach could be why she's been able to string together such an impressive summer. She's not just reacting to success, she's strategizing for it. Now, let's talk about her upcoming Toronto debut. She's playing Alicia Parks, who beat her earlier this year at the Australian Open. But here's the twist. Eala's not just focused on revenge. She's excited about the atmosphere, the sold-out crowd, and the Filipino community showing up in full force. A detail I find fascinating is how she's using this moment to grow the sport in the Philippines. She's not just a player, she's an ambassador. That kind of perspective is huge, and it's something that's often overlooked in sports narratives. And then there's her doubles partnership with Venus Williams. Personally, I think this is a genius move. Venus is a legend, a 7-time major champion, and Eala's eagerness to learn from her is just another example of her growth mindset. She's not just playing doubles, she's soaking up wisdom from one of the greats. What this really suggests is that Eala's not just focused on her own success. She's investing in her future by learning from the best. If you take a step back and think about it, Eala's journey raises a deeper question. How do we define success in sports? Is it just about winning titles, or is it about how you handle those wins? From my perspective, Eala's approach is a blueprint for sustainable success. She's not just chasing the next big moment. She's building a career that's rooted in consistency, humility, and continuous learning. So here's my closing thought. Eala's WTA title win isn't just a milestone. It's a moment that's redefining what it means to be a champion. She's showing us that the real victory isn't just in the win. It's in how you handle it, learn from it, and use it to inspire others. And honestly, that's the kind of story that keeps me hooked on sports. What do you think? Is Eala's approach something we'll see more of in the future, or is she a rare exception? Let me know in the comments below.